Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my friends. Once again, it's time for another Walkin' and Talkin' with your boy, me, Celine Driver. Once again, coming to you from inside my home. Nice day out today. Nothing wrong with the weather today. This is more a function of, since I have to stick close to home, can't be stuck on the other side of my neighborhood, walking and talking, and get a call from my parents saying I'm needed at their house and it takes me a half an hour to walk back to their house. Usually when they call me, it's urgent. I walk and talk in my house now. At least to you guys. Also, my sciatic nerve is still screwed up, and walking long distance is probably not in the cards for me. But it is your boy, Celine Driver, walking and talking. I realize I missed Tuesday, and I'll release this on a Saturday instead, but you'll forgive me. Or you won't. Either way. What am I talking about today? Well, what am I talking about is something that every other friend of mine has talked about with respect to college football. And, you know, guys like Brett, Big Dog Brett, guys like Uncle Lou, Pigskin Pete, BVD. Shout out to you, BVD. You're looking good. You're fighting, trying to get healthy. We appreciate that. I think Chess Hall has touched on it. I think Ballard has touched on it. Other folks have. If I'm forgetting anyone, I'm sorry. And that is the playoffs. As anyone with a pulse knows that watches college football, we are in the playoff era. And only 4 teams qualify for the playoffs. And that is a combination of people in the playoff committee voting for it and some computer work and other such black magic nonsense that nobody really seems to understand. But at the end of the year, the top 4 teams have a 2-team playoff. 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3. The winners play and a champion is crowned. And of course, most people think, now, some people like the system with 4 teams. I'm okay with it, but I think it could be improved, and I'm going to go over what I think should happen, which, of course, means nothing in the grand scheme of things. Some people want expansion. A lot of people want expansion, and I'm one of them. But I don't want a 12-team expansion or an 8-team expansion. No, I think that's too many. I think that cheapens the regular season a bit. And I think it's too many, you know. We're slowly encroaching on the territory of college basketball, which has essentially rendered the regular season irrelevant, as they've expanded the playoff roster to what now, 68 teams? I realize there's over 300 Division I basketball teams out there, but really, 68 teams? That's a little much. So what do I think? What does Celine Driver think? I'm sure you all are riveted to know. I think 6 teams. In the following manner. You have 5 currently major conferences. If you want to call laughably a couple of the major conferences, they are the Pac-12, or is it? Yeah, Pac-12, the Small 10, the Small 12, the ACC, and of course the dominant and vaunted SEC. What I think should happen is each of the conference winners, So each conference has to play a conference championship, and they do. And each conference champion gets a bid. That's it. No second place team in a particular conference gets into the championship game. None of that. All five of the championship conference, all five of the conference champions get in. And they'll be ranked 1 through 5, or 1 through 5, or 1 through 6, depending on their rankings at the end of the regular season, at the end of the week where they all play their championships. The 6th spot goes to the highest ranked group of 5 team that's out there. Now, that could be Memphis, that could be Cincinnati, that could be UCF, that could be anybody. But they get the highest ranked team in the final college football championship poll gets the bid. Now, let's say that team, let's say it's Cincinnati, and they're ranked higher. They're ranked higher than Oregon out of the Pac-12. Or Texas out of the Big 12 or whatever. They would be the 5th seed or the 4th seed. You seed them by rank in the poll. So somewhere in there they get in. So you have the top 5, the conference winners in the Power 5 conferences, plus the highest ranked team from the group of 5. Okay, you with me so far? Okay, 6 teams. First 2 teams get a bye week. 1 and 2, let's say it's, for the sake of argument, Alabama and Michigan. Now, okay, let's say Georgia and Michigan, since I'll get the Georgia fans killing me because they won the Natty this year. So Georgia and Michigan, 1-2 teams. They won their championships. They're the top two. They get a bye week. 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5. You put them into one of the minor bowls leading up to New Year's. And the winner of those, and then once you have the 2 winners from 3 versus 6 and 4 versus 5, you re-rank the 4 teams again. 1 and 2 obviously stay the same. 3 and 4 will be determined by the championship committee. And then they play like they usually do in one of the New Year's 6 bowls. Sugar, cotton, orange, fiesta, what have you. And then out of that, you have your championship 2, and then they play a championship game a week to 10 days later. So it's kind of like a wild card system that the No Fun League uses. The top 2 teams, or they used to before this year, 2021, this current season, 2021-2022. So the first 2 teams in the No Fun League conference, they get weeks off. The other teams play each other in the wild card weekend, and then they start meeting up in the championship weekend, conference championship weekend. So that's the way I think it should be. Now, that gives us 6 teams in the national title hunt. Not 8, not 12. That's too many in my not so humble opinion. 6. I think 6 is a good number. Top 2 get a bye. That makes the regular season mean something because you're fighting for that bye week, so you have that extra week or a week or 2 to heal up, to prepare, to get ready. It helps the fans because it helps the fans plan out their travel, And the other 4 teams in this scenario, well, you earned your playoff spot. Okay, But, you know, you didn't do well enough in the regular season, and that sucks to be you. But at least you're in the playoffs, right? Right? So that's the way I see the playoffs should expand. Now, I don't think that plan is even going to see the light of day. I think they're going to go to 12 teams, and it'll be a shit show, and it'll be a mess. And it still won't end the controversy because the 13th and 14th place teams will be whining and bitching like they always do about, well, we deserve to get in. You know, what if you have an undefeated Houston ranked 13th and they get left out over a one-loss number 12 team? Oh, well, maybe you should join a better conference. You know, just saying. Oh, and what happens to Notre Dame? Fuck Notre Dame. I don't like them anyway. Join a conference or die. You're left out. Unless you're that top group of 5 team or whatever, you know, a non-power 5, you're the top ranked group of 5 team. Well, maybe then you get in. But you know what? Every time you get in, you're blown out in the first round anyway. So, you know, join a conference and you know, improve yourselves. Otherwise, this independent lone wolf bullshit you've been playing with since time immemorial, it's over, man. It's over. Join a conference or die. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not Catholic and I don't like Notre Dame. Anyway, that's how I see it. Tell me where I'm right down there in the conference. Tell me where I'm wrong. Give me a thumbs up. Like and share. Subscribe. All that good stuff that all we YouTube creators talk about. And I'm done walking and talking for today. I'm getting a little dizzy circling the inside of my house, and my sciatic nerve is beginning to tell me, hey, dummy, you've been standing up too long. So, this is your boy, Celine Driver, and I am out.